welcome to Module 5 of our course together. You've made it halfway, congratulations. And now we are only about 3 more weeks left of actual content and a week for the final exam. Congrats. All right, so getting started with Module 5, I just want to provide you a brief overview. Module 5 contains two very similar yet separate concepts. So we'll be discussing organizational learning, complexity, learning, innovation, growth, but we'll also be discussing improving quality healthcare in organizations, which involves learning and growing and process improvement and iterative cycles of trying new things and perfecting that process, improving that process, trying again. So again, complexity, learning, innovation, and quality improvement. So we'll be discussing the intricate dynamics of healthcare organizations, right? You may be improving or attempting to improve one process and inadvertently stumble across something else that needs your attention. So we'll start by understanding that complexity. We'll also talk about feedback, what it looks like when we're trying to learn and improve and we encounter feedback, what it's like to give feedback, what it's like to receive feedback, also what it looks like to be adaptable and to deal with resistance to change. And so we'll be talking through a lot of those concepts. We'll also be talking about a lot of theoretical pieces around systems dynamics. So models for learning. What does it look like to learn something from a single loop learning perspective, for example, versus double loop learning? So we'll be talking about the difference between those two methods or approaches to learning and where they fit. We'll also be talking about not just complexity, but about challenges. And so we are challenged with delivering value. We talked about that in Module 1. But now, how do we do so cheaper, faster, more effectively, right? But without compromising any of the quality elements. And so quality, of course, is paramount. It's central to everything that we do in healthcare. And so we'll be talking about different QI tools. How do we go about intervening, developing quality improvement interventions? How do we develop those interventions? How do we walk through the Six Sigma cycle of defining, measuring, analyzing, improving, and controlling processes? And then what is your role in a health services organization as an administrator? And I really want you to take a moment and think about what your goals are as far as, do you want to be a leader in a health plan, in a hospital, in an outpatient environment? Do you want to work in finance, or do you want to work in quality? Do you want to work in HR? Because as we start talking about these tools can be leveraged across settings and subfields, but I want you to really start thinking about how this applies to your future position. We're also going to talk about policy around healthcare quality and how we measure and incentivize healthcare quality in the United States, different programs that exist, and explore the significance of those programs and how they impact how healthcare operations operate. And we'll be talking about how my goal is by this end of this module, you'll be able to understand how you will be well equipped to navigate that complexity, foster organizational learning, encourage people to learn and grow as teams, drive innovation and positive change, and enhance healthcare quality while managing cost, right? It is an interesting journey, and I'm glad we're on it together. By the end of this module, you'll notice Module 5, you have several assignments due, and there is one thing I want to call out. Any week where you have a short write-up assignment, those are usually due the day 5 of the week, not day 7. So a little bit earlier than your reflection and your final discussion board posts. We stagger those on purpose, right? You don't want everything due the same day. But please make sure to be checking those due dates, looking closely, and reaching out with questions, right? We're here to help. All right, well, I hope you find this little module on healthcare quality and organizational learning very helpful. That's my background, so you'll notice the lectures and the content included have a little more pizzazz and personal flair because this is the area I worked in for so many years, and I hope if it inspires you that those are conversations we can have in the future about your growth and development, maybe working in the field. All right.